as I was carving this box, the outline here, you can see I ended up getting off of my line a little bit, ended up coming too far into the surface of the wood that I want to remain uncarved. And so the first step when that happens is to recognize it, to see that the knife blade is getting off the line, and to stop. In this case, it was far enough off that I wasn't going to be able to correct it. I can't bring this back in, it's just too wide of a margin there. So I stopped, restarted the cut, and kind of corrected from there on, but that left me then with this kind of strip that's pulling away a bit. So I'm going to talk a bit about how I fixed that, and really it's super simple. I just use a pair of really fine tweezers, but any toothpick or something like that would work. And then also I've got a little bit of wood glue. I've heard people have good luck with just white Elmer's glue or even super glue as well, but this is what I have, so it's what I use. And I just put a tiny bit of the glue on the inside of the strip here. Since it's such a small amount, it doesn't really need much glue to hold just this little piece of wood in. And then use the back, the rounded kind of softer edge of the tweezers here to kind of push it in place. Since the wood's so thin, if I were to use the sharper parts of the tweezers, I'd likely crush it or damage it, scrape it up or something. Want to make sure it stays intact and looks good. So just kind of run that through there a little bit to get it nice and tight. And as I was carving the rest of it, when I started to cut here, it started messing with that bit of wood there. So you can see I've left these two pieces uncarved, and I will just wait now for that the glue to dry, and then I'll sand it to make sure it's smooth, make sure all the glue is off the surface, it doesn't mess with the stain and finish once I apply that. And then I can finish carving those and I'll be all set. And I think actually while the glue is still wet, what I think I'm going to go ahead and do is do a quick little sand. And what this will do is create a little bit of sawdust to kind of mix in with any glue and actually fill in any evenness in that crack. Makes a little bit of a makeshift wood filler right there. So that should be nice and smooth now. And again, once that's dry and any final sand, final finishing product and stuff, I really don't think that's going to be noticeable at all. So yeah, that's how I quickly fix that kind of mistake anyway. As I get off a line, leave it and just glue the little strip back in place, and you should be all set.